When I think of summertime in Miami or in New York, there's one thing that is synonymous with both places: wild humidity.
The struggle was real.
In New York, it's July into August. August is treacherous in New York City, and in Florida, forget it. Nobody is walking the streets. Even people on the beach got fans, like electric ones. You seen some of these coolers with battery powered like air conditioning on it? Like, this is the type of ozone situation that we're dealing with. And for those who are fans of fragrance, we know that fragrances do not do well in the high heat or humidity. So are there really any fragrances that can cut through that humidity for that small marginal community that decides, hey, I love this weather, I love the scorching heat, I like 3rd-degree burns, let me go outside for a walk and spray my favorite fragrance? What scent will last through that?
And if we burn, you burn with us.
So I'm gonna put you on to 10 fragrances that I personally know that can cut through the humidity and potentially get you some compliment from another psycho like you who's walking. That's insanity. Let's roll my fucking music so I can put you on to 10 fragrances that cut through that humidity in the summertime. I mean, is there humidity in the winter? I don't know. Listen, one of my beautiful peoples, you know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. 10 fragrances, both niche, designer, and interpretive clone, that for me have performed very well in the humidity, except for one of them that it's a new acquisition, but there's no way in hell that this isn't gonna perform amazingly. Now, I do have one honorable mention, and it might be the most surprising honorable mention on anyone's list, because this fragrance made by a YouTube fragrance content creator will cut through humidity at all costs. Many people have this fragrance as it's probably the most popular and most sold YouTuber influencer fragrance in history, and that's the OG Fragrance One by Jeremy Fragrance. This shit is nuclear, my guy. This joint will last 75 weeks on your skin and will absolutely burn all the nose hairs that are dangling out. Like, you don't need a trimmer. This shit will just cut right through it. And humidity, pah! What is that?
I never heard of that.
This fragrance will elbow like a ludicrous soundtrack all the humidity in South Beach. A mass appealing scent profile made by Alberto Morillas, which absolutely will demolish all weathers and all situations. You can go crazy and spray this joint like 48 times, and if you do, it was nice knowing you. But this honorable mention absolutely has massive amount of balls and can definitely cut through the humidity. Now let's get to my list. The first fragrance is the one that I recently acquired that I said I can't 100% confirm that it will cut through the humidity, but based on the performance of these minuscule sprays that I've done on my skin, Lattafa Atlas will have no problem in the hot weather. This nuclear ambergris scent profile was specifically developed for the summer and to take humidity by the neck and choke slam it like the Undertaker. This is supposedly inspired by Orto Parisi or Parisi or whatever, Megamar, which I initially confused for a darker, more potent fragrance. Now this is very light, fresh, musky, ambergris, citric, aquatic with incredible, and I mean incredible performance, at least this batch. Some of the issues that happen with clone houses are the following: inconsistencies between batch variations, which some perform better than others, and people are like, yo, Kuba said it was nuclear, but on my skin it doesn't do shit. Well, it could be the batch or your actual skin. But based on the limited experience that I've had with this and the minuscule sprays that this has lasted eternity on the skin, for a freshie, this joint is incredible, especially for the price. Next one. We gotta add some citrus and effervescence to the sexy vibes of Kilian's Blue Moon Ginger Dash. A wonderful scent profile. It could be in the signature scent space, but truly it's more catered to the summertime. It's aquatic, it's juniper, it's airy, it's slightly salty, it's got a beautiful spicy ginger essence. There's also a gorgeous bubbly effervescence about this scent profile. It's absolutely beautiful and performs very well for a fresh fragrance. But it's the overall easy wearability about this scent profile and that sexy DNA with this like juniper slash vodka iciness about this fragrance, almost like chewing a winter fresh or spearmint type mint in your mouth. It has that cooling sensation of like fucking icy hot. Beautiful, sexy, wonderful for the summer, and definitely will battle it out with humidity. Next one. This scent 100% will rip through humidity, as this has been a tried and true proven beast in the summertime. I've worn the original, I've worn the clone, I've worn multiple samples. 𝗙𝗏𝗏 Neo, aka Gumby Top, is a monster in the summer. One of the few fragrances that have this white floral, petitgrainish, neroli undertone with a beautiful, loud citrus punch, crazy musk, and incredible performance in the hot weather. A fragrance that till this day has gotten me compliments ever since I first started wearing even the inspirational version of this joint in the summertime specifically, because that's the only time I would ever reach for this scent personally. But this is incredible, amazing, and I mean amazing performance from this scent profile. 𝗙𝐿𝐿 definitely knocked that out of the box for this summer freshie. Although it's kind of been taking the back seat to Torino 21, I can't front. This shit still performs wild. Next one. The next one is one of my favorites, Gin and Tonic by 𝗙𝐿𝐿𝐿. It does extraordinarily well in the summertime. It does extraordinarily well in the high humidity. It's fizzy tonic water cocktail with a ginger and minty garnish. It's airy, it's spicy, it's beautiful, it's sexy, it's lively, ultra versatile. You can dress it up, dress it down, throw on your seersucker suit or your white t-shirt and shorts. Don't forget the Jesus sandals, and really smell absolutely amazing. Not only is it fresh, but it does have an element of dryness, which I kind of feel that vetiver component kind of helps with that longevity and kind of adding substance and whole body to cut through that humidity. But I personally feel that this is an absolute beautiful scent profile. I think one of 𝗙𝐿𝐿𝐿's best in my opinion, and I definitely love this shit. How about you? Next one. It has come back in the rotation, Gypsy Water by Byredo. I wasn't wearing this joint for a minute, as I mentioned in the previous video. This was a signature piece that my sister-in-law was wearing, and there's no way, shape, or form that I'm gonna smell any way like her. However, this shit is a monster, super powdery, sweet, yet a little bit tart. A very comforting, warm blanket in the summertime. Like if your AC is kicking wild crazy, but you don't have a heavy duvet, it's just a light snuggle of cotton fibers and feathers on your chest. It kind of is that cozy sensation in the summertime. It is a signature scent and it can be versatile, but surprisingly enough, this does very, very well in the summertime as far as humidity is concerned. This is something that will cut through that thick air without it being over aroma chemicalized and just being a fragrance that has an overabundance of ambroxan or heavy chemical musks that make it almost too synthetic and searing to the nose. Kind of like a Le Labo scent. So Gypsy Water, great for the humidity. Next one. I haven't worn this shit in so long. I had to pull it back out. I wore it the other day, did phenomenal. I don't know how much it cost or how readily available it is online, but this used to be a $14 scent at Old Navy. Sea salt and fig kindred goods. I had 3 of these joints because around the time that I bought them, there was like an internet hype on these shits and there was like a wild markup. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna try to make some bread off of these shits. Didn't work out. Only sold 1 of them. But this little ounce monster is really nice. Like, it's a great budget option, or at least was a budget option. I wonder how much these shits go for nowadays, or if they're even available online. Let me check. Allegedly, there's one on Amazon for around $30, but it says it's for women and it has a different bottle presentation, which this is the older variant, so maybe it could be the same in the scent one. For 30 bucks, it's worth a try. Super fun, very playful. I love the salty aquatic figgy note. There's an earthiness component to it. Something about fig just really calls my attention. It's earthy yet sweet and fruity and slightly sticky, almost kind of like a prune-ish DNA when it comes to perfumery, at least in my taste. But this is a super good cheapy budget option that I had to move to the front because I'm like, damn, this shit is good. Next one. This monster right here, D&G Summer Vibes. This is literally like the theme song to Will Smith's Summertime. Just get the whole feel for this joint. Super easy to wear. In my opinion, one of my favorite light blue flankers. Something about this joint just hits beautifully. It's not heavy, pomelo, sour citrus, or overly musky, salty. It's kind of just a beautiful floral balance of citrus. Not a complicated scent profile at all. It wears extremely well, can definitely cut through the humidity. And this is your casual brunch day, chilling outside or taking your dog for a walk and telling that motherfucker to hurry up and piss and shit so you can get back inside into the AC. D&G Summer Vibes. Very nice. Next one. These next 2 fragrances are in that icy space. They're both in that vein of like a limoncello type of vibe, but they could smell the same to some, but they both offer me something a little bit different, and I'll present them both at the same time. We're talking about Jimmy Choo Man Ice and YSL Eau Fresh. They're both in that icy space. Well, one of them is in the name, but they're both limoncello citric fragrances with vanillic nuances that feel like a cold breeze on your breasts. The Eau Fresh version has a little bit of a old school type barbershop shaving foam type essence, underlined fougere. It's more citric, aromatic, sea salty, limoncello vibe. Easy to wear, uncomplicated, but now the ice, that one punches you in the face with its musky ambroxan essence, then followed by the limoncello and a little bit of a minty vibe. So in my opinion, this one's a little bit muskier, citric, fruity, but mass appealing with a punch of ambroxan. And this one's kind of like limoncello meets old world Italian essence barbershop shaving foam slight. Both phenomenal for the humidity. And finally, some people just love sour. This one for me, again, only summertime, rarely reach for it, does amazing. This is like a 5 sprayer in that Hermes H24. Easy, easy, easy to wear, nothing complicated, great distribution on the atomizer. Sour green is what you're gonna get here. But my God, is this good. And I like doing these kind of list videos. Why? It gets me views. 2, you absolutely love them and truly engage. And 3, gives me an opportunity to really dig in the crates and really think about these scents. Because when you're a creator and you get bombarded with 30, 50 fragrances a week or some crazy shit like that, and you have a collection of over 1,000 fragrances, a lot of things get lost in the sauce, especially if you don't have an organization process behind it, which I rarely do. So you get to revisit scents and like, yo, I gotta put this in the front of the pile this season or this week to wear these joints because they're fucking incredible. An H24, a polarizing scent profile that not everybody's going to like. Any of these fragrances, I highly recommend you sample before you buy. Not blow the bag. Do not go to an affiliate link and buy it because Cuba likes it. You might like it or you might hate the shit. Everything is wild subjective. Take my recommendations with a grain of salt. I always tell you, don't trust me, trust your skin. Sample before you buy. Go to the store if it's accessible to you. Some of these are available at department stores. Get a quick spray. Ask the representative, yo, let me get a little sample drink just to take with me. Hi, yo, let me get your business card because I'll do business with you next time. Lies. And scam your way into getting like a fucking freebie at the spot. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let me get a couple samples to go, bro. I spend money here. I'm a member of nothing. Sample before you buy it. Polarizing scent, but very good. And now it's at the front. So these are 10 fragrances that for me do incredibly well in the humidity and have that potency and power to just cut through the thick air because we're all dying. Where's the fucking ozone? Or is that a scam too? Maybe that's a conspiracy theory that I'm over obsessing on.
Whose side are you on, Eddie?
What? What sides are there?
Mine or the ozone's? Choose one.
I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Let me know which fragrance for you is the absolute beast in the humidity. These aren't the only 10, so let me know and maybe I'll compile a list with your recommendations for ultra high humidity. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Smooch.
Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.